Hello and welcome back. So, for the final lecture, we will be doing our final drawing with some keynotes. Now, I will be explaining how to do the keynotes in just a moment. So, if you just go to the normal your folder where you've saved this file, right click and open up a text file. It should be looking like this. Once you've opened it, you're going to start with walls. So first thing you have to do with keynotes is create like a category to show walls. I'll just show you what that looks like in the Revit. So it's going to look like this. So you're creating this category and then we're going to do the rest. So let's go with our new timber wall. I'm just going to copy it. We hit tab to create your description. So once we hit tab, we isolate that new timber wall, and this space is in a sense tab. So now we're going to do our description. Just going to copy it once again. So there we have our description. The notes that I am doing here was in the self-study, so I'll leave it on screen for a moment just so you can check. But when you work through the first couple of lectures with the little quiz, this should make sense. You should be able to create your own note from the questions from the first section of the course. So the last part, I'm going to hit tab again and link it, the description back to walls. So you go with your initial small description of what you are trying to describe, then the full specification, and then you just tie it back to that. As you can see, I have walls, walls, walls with all the notes tying back to their little group. I'll just see if I can upload the keynote tags for you guys to supporting document information. I think this might be too big, but I'll check it out now. Go keynote, take the right hand side, edit type. I like working with arrow fill 30°. Drag it, and then it pops up. So then you go, that is our wall, new timber wall, and it gives you your specification. So once you change a note in here and you reload it into Revit, then everywhere where you've placed that note will change. So how do we import it? Since mine was already imported, you go to your annotate tab, keynote, just hit the drop down, keynote settings, just find the file location and upload it, and then you can view if everything has been done correctly. You can do this in Excel as well, but I'm not really great with Microsoft Office, so I like text files. Let's do the next one. Let's see. Timber shiplap. See what else we got here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna hit that one. To make this a bit more interesting, we can put in the windows I'm gonna do keynotes for. So let's go with, let's check. These ones. I think this at the front is the same if I can. No. Sorry for working slow. My computer mouse has been giving me issues and I haven't been able to go to the store to get a new one. Change that. Okay, so those three are the same and those two are the same. Let's quickly just check the. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust the cut height so that we can see our window over there. To adjust our cut height, we go to view range. So mine is grayed out due to my template. Just gonna look for view range, unselected, and now I can use it. Okay, my cut plane was a bit very low. So there we can see it. Great. Uh, okay, so let's go there. Let's go Windows, Window 1, hit Tab, new 1500 by 200 millimeter aluminum be installed by specialist glazing to comply with SUNS 10400 part in table 1 to 4. I like working on 8mm glass. I know it's very thick for a residential, but in buildings like these, I like to put safety glass in because sometimes people build these types of wooden houses in their backyards, and kids play in the backyards and stuff. So I just rather be safe than sorry. So once you've done the description, hit tab again, Windows. Just make sure that these two are exactly the same because it is case sensitive. Now we're going to save it. Go back to your keynote setting, reload, select our keynote. I'm not going to take the text now because the text is going to right inside. See, there's our windows. So I don't want to use the text. I just want the number because that I can put there. And then take the leader line away. But now we have to duplicate this to window 1. Because why? Everything is window 1 now. Because we use the same command click curtain wall family to draw everything. So yeah, I'm gonna click that there. Okay, take away the leader lines, make sure we line those up. Can make this okay, that doesn't want to work with me. Going to add these ones in here as well. Okay, so that's going to be window 2. So what we can do is just highlight all of that. Just remember to change this to window 2. And that is 1200 by 600. Now this is a bathroom window. Glazing to be sand blasted. Sand blasted non see-through. Because you don't want to take a shower and have someone from the outside looking in. I just save it. Go back to your keynote settings, reload, okay. So you can see it's still showing in the one, so just click on the tag and then we can change it. So we're gonna go edit, duplicate window 2. Okay, so window 3, just gonna go back here, paste it again, the 3, save. So now, see those 3 are most likely the same. Gonna highlight that, that, and that. Duplicate window 3. Go edit type. You'll see keynote showing window 2. You see these little 3 dots. This is what happens when you save and you don't reload your keynote. So now I have to close that, go to keynote, reload. Let's just view to make sure. There's our window 3. Right, select all those windows again. Go edit type, change it to window 3. So now we can hide the leader line. And there we have those in. And now I can just go ahead and hit tab. Just gonna delete the leader line. Okay. And now we can do that. Add it on plan as well so your contractor does not get confused. Just going to okay, there we have that. We have our that's in the Shiplap. I'm gonna go with the left hand side text again. Annotate there. Let's go with the right hand side text. Skip it. I'm gonna use my arrow keys to space this. Let's put a thumb here. Show our opening. Let's put one here as well. And floor plan, all the walls are pretty much the same. So we've indicated the shiplap, the main wall, indicated our windows and our doors. So I'm gonna let's do the elevations. They most likely go the quickest. So I'm gonna go refill region earth because I'm not seeing this. So from NGL, just gonna put a fill over it. Then I'm gonna go crop region. Crop region not visible. And let's make our level lines look pretty. Come on. Right hand side. I don't think we have a gutter node. Okay, now we don't. Got to annotate and put a slope on our roof. So we don't want to use this. We go edit type. We want to use degrees. So there you'll find degrees, unit symbol. Okay, there we have our degrees. This one I'm going to use the left hand side. See, this makes the annotating process a lot quicker since it's already been assigned to certain elements, and now you can just click away. Okay, we don't have a gutter yet. Use my arrow keys again. Just gonna hide that because we don't have any windows on this elevation, but we do have a door, so I'm just gonna also remove its leader line. Go back to region. Let's put our little fill on. Go a bit down. I'm trying to spitball to make it level with that other elevation. Okay, let's hide our crop view. Take this up. Let's go to annotate, spot slope. Let's go region. I'm going to start with the floor here. Okay, now we can leave our lintel out. Let's go slope. Got the keynote. I would like to use my right hand side keynotes. That in there. Let's just add that there. Yeah, we know. I'm just gonna move these level lines a bit back. Okay, let's do the last one quickly. Rinse and repeat. Okay, this one. I want to click on that. Okay, let's use our left hand side one so that all of our nodes line up. So let's go tag, take our leader line off. Just gonna move this up. Before we forget our slope. If you want, you can put it. Why is that 18? There we go. 25. Just hit tab and you'll get the actual roof. Put it on this one. Since we've done one, let's do all of them. Press tab. Ah, we are putting all these indications on so that if this decides to get built, then the builder can't tell us we did not see that the roof was supposed to be 25 degrees. So that's just to clearly indicate the roof needs to be 25 degrees. So I'm just quickly going to my roof, pattern the roofing, make a new one. Let's go new gutter, new gutter. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a random size. I'm not gonna go into roof square meterage calculation to be able to determine what size of gutter you need to use because that sometimes takes a while to do that. I'll see if I have something to check if I can. Uh, this is. I'm not gonna do that now. Well, I think I forgot to save. You'll see there's a little dot if you did not save your Keynote text file. Save. go reload. Just click on a little key tag. You see that new gutter. So now I have to go back, new gutter, because it's only that. So now we're going to say new 125 by 125 millimeter aluminum gutter to be installed. Specialist tab roof. Save. Sorry, I just want to close AutoCAD real quick. I accidentally opened it. Then let's go keys, reload. Okay, and there it pops up. So you can see it popped up throughout our drawing space. Let's go to our section. Let's take the pictures. I'm gonna. You can draw in your own little makeshift roof truss. I'm not gonna draw it in because we are using timber construction, not Part L for roofs. But I guess we can draw it in for the sake of making a sexy drawing. So this span is 8 meters. Yeah. Now my brain doesn't want to draw in a truss. 54 offset. To leave a little gap for. Okay, you need to go there. 75. Okay, we can do that. Make a little very thin truss. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the exact same for the bottom line. I do realize that this is looking ridiculous at the moment, but if you want to design a truss, you need to do it comply with Part L. There is multiple tables and sections set out to make sure that you did to take in your span into consideration, the span, the pitch, and the material that you use. Normally, I would just send it to a roof engineer. That is their job. So I'm just gonna make it a bit thicker because it's bothering me on the way. How thin it looks. Just gonna let's see how thick it is now. 148. Could be 75. Gonna make this. SL to split the line here at the bottom, trim and extend. Let's connect it like that. Just gonna yeah, let's split the lines there also, trim and extend. Okay, so now I'm just going to press CS to create similar. .75 offset and delete the middle. Click there, click there, and click there. Now little triangle, trim and extend. Once again, make sure you click on the inside, because if you click this side, it removes the line. So I have to split line again. I don't have to split line. It's like, okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Gonna override the graphics for surface pattern. Solid. I'm gonna make it yellow because timber is yellow. Okay. Let's get annotate. Keynotes, left hand side. I don't know why I did that. Okay, now we need to update our fascias. I'm gonna make it a big one so that it hides. And our soffit, I'm going to move down with my arrow keys. Just AL for a line, and we can align that nicely together. That looks a lot better. Let's go back to annotate. Select that. You are more than welcome to add keynotes for the fascia and the soffit and such forth. So that, you need to ungrip this. I'm just gonna go to my wall. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, I'll show a different way. We can add some schedules because these texts are gonna get maddening. So let's go to the left hand side. Number, new bottom plate. You can leave that one. Number. Let's just add our little fold triangle. Okay, so we don't have to. I'm gonna give the noggin the same as the timber wall. Just gonna do that. So here, lintel. Let's go that. Let's remove our leader. Skirting. Corners. I don't have any ceiling tags loaded in at the moment. Okay, why is this disappearing the whole time? Foundation wall, new floor. That is our foundation. So I'm gonna add insulation. And the internal walls as well. The house needs to stay warm. Okay, apologies. My entire headset was muted and I thought it was on. So basically, I annotated our lintel, our window, added insulation on top of our ceiling to indicate that there needs to be the roof void and ceiling needs to be insulated. Just added our dimensions here for our footing. Please keep in mind that this is not a correct estimate of how deep this the foundation needs to be put. This is just for this project. Normally, you need to consult with a specialist or an engineer or revert to SANS 10400 for your foundation. Okay, we have that. Just quickly, let's put in our 54 by, gonna make it by 38. Thing doesn't want to highlight Jack. Highlight, create group, copy CO. So I'm just gonna place my mouse there and just keep hitting 450. I'm just gonna MV for move and place this one. So what we are going to do now is select all of them. We're gonna mirror. So now, to comply with part A of SANS, we need to edit our floor slab, our concrete. Okay, I can't change that. I need to reinstall Revit. Override by element. Let's go cut patterns, color, green, concrete is green. Select all instances so you can do the other side as well. Let's just change it to green. Select all instances of brick wall, override by element, cut pattern, brickwork to be black and the background we're gonna make red. See, okay, view, right, by element. It's a bit overpowering. And our roof, cut patterns, solid. Okay, so now with these abbreviated notes, just gonna move these up a bit. Oh, come on, mouse, don't do this to me now. Let's get this schedule. legend, new Keynote legend. Just gonna make it tag legend. Press OK. Gonna remove the blank row from the top there. Let's open up our legends. Let's drag the top part. Oh. I have to do this with my arrow keys. And there we have our descriptions of everything. Need to check because I know we have an insulation note. Where did I see the insulation? There we go. So that, just gonna copy, press TX for text file. So these ones at the top, can highlight them. Width needs to be 150. Just gonna move them up. Let's connect these. Look a bit better. Center that off. And there, we have completed our little drawing. Thank you very much for taking part in this course. Please do leave a comment. This is the first time I've ever done a lecture of any kind, so I would like to get better at it. Please do keep the criticism mindful that this was my first time. I really do hope that you have learned from this course, and I also do want to keep doing this, so please do like and subscribe or whatever the case may be. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.